Sagittarius. 10 spiritual insights that could change your year. There is something stirring inside you right now, Sagittarius. You may not have a name for it yet. It is not quite excitement and it is not quite fear. It is something in between, something that feels like standing at the edge of a vast open field just before dawn, knowing the sun is about to rise but not knowing exactly where the light will fall first. If you are watching this, it is not an accident. Your spirit brought you here because there are things it needs you to hear, things that your conscious mind has been circling around but has not yet been willing to face directly. These 10 spiritual insights are not theories. They are not abstract ideas floating in the clouds somewhere above your daily life. They are practical, grounded truths that have the power to reshape how you experience every single day of this year, if you let them in. Sagittarius has always been the seeker of the zodiac. You have spent your life chasing wisdom, reaching for meaning, asking questions that most people are too afraid to even think about. But there comes a point in every seeker's journey where the search itself becomes the obstacle, where the constant reaching outward prevents you from receiving what is already trying to reach you from within. This is that moment. And these insights are the bridge between seeking and finding. Awareness 1. The first spiritual insight is that your restlessness is not a problem to be solved. It is a message to be decoded. For your entire life, you have felt this pull, this constant internal movement that never quite settles. You have tried to satisfy it with travel, with new ideas, with new relationships, with fresh starts in different places. And while those things brought temporary relief, the restlessness always returned, because it was never about what was outside you. It was about something inside you that was trying to get your attention. Your restlessness is your spirit telling you that you are capable of more than you are currently living. Not more activity, not more accomplishments, but more depth, more presence, more conscious engagement with the life you already have. When you stop treating restlessness as something to escape and start treating it as something to listen to, the entire experience transforms. It becomes a compass instead of a burden. It points you toward the places in your life where growth is waiting, where your attention is needed, where something beautiful is trying to emerge, but cannot because you keep moving past it. Sit with your restlessness this year. Do not run from it, do not medicate it, do not distract yourself from it. Ask it what it wants, and then be quiet enough to hear the answer. The answer will surprise you. It will not tell you to go somewhere new. It will tell you to go deeper into where you already are. Awareness 2. The second insight is that forgiveness is not something you do for others. It is something you do for the architecture of your own soul. Sagittarius carries old wounds with a particular kind of stubbornness. You do not hold grudges in the traditional sense. You are too generous for that. But you hold memories. You hold the imprint of moments when people were dishonest with you, when they betrayed your trust, when they failed to meet you at the level of truth you offered them. And those imprints take up space. They occupy rooms in your spirit that could be filled with something else entirely. Forgiveness is not about telling yourself that what happened was acceptable. It never was, and pretending otherwise is just another form of dishonesty. Forgiveness is about reclaiming the space that those memories are occupying. It is about saying, I will no longer let this person or this event define how I experience my life. This year, the universe is asking you to do something brave. It is asking you to open those locked rooms and let light pour in. Not because the people who hurt you deserve it, but because you deserve to live in a spirit that is not cluttered with old pain. You deserve rooms full of light, full of possibility, full of the kind of joy that can only exist where resentment has been cleared away. This is deep work. It is not easy and it is not quick. But for Sagittarius, it is the single most transformative thing you can do this year. Every other insight on this list becomes more powerful when forgiveness has cleared the way. Awareness 3. The third spiritual insight is that silence is not emptiness. It is fullness you have not yet learned to hear. Sagittarius is a sign of expression. You communicate, you share, you speak your truth loudly and often. These are beautiful qualities and they have served you well. But this year, your spiritual growth depends on developing the opposite muscle. The muscle of listening. Not listening to others, although that matters too, but listening to the silence within yourself. There is a voice that speaks in that silence. It is quieter than your thoughts, quieter than your emotions, quieter than the endless commentary your mind produces throughout the day. But it is wiser than all of them combined. It is the voice of your deepest self, the part of you that existed before your name, before your story, before your personality took shape. This voice does not shout. It does not compete for your attention. It simply waits patiently and eternally for you to get quiet enough to hear it. This year, create spaces of silence in your life. Not just physical silence, although that helps, but mental silence. Moments where you are not planning, not analyzing, not figuring anything out. Moments where you simply exist without agenda, without purpose, without the need to be productive or useful. In those moments, something will speak to you, and what it says will be more valuable than anything you could read in a book or hear from another person, because it comes from the source of your own being. If what you're hearing feels accurate, imagine what could happen if you applied this energy intentionally for 21 consecutive days. That's exactly what the 21-day program in the pinned comment is built for. Daily guidance, focused direction, and real momentum. If you're tired of staying in the same cycle, this is your structure. Awareness 4. The fourth insight is that the people who challenge you most are often your greatest spiritual teachers. Sagittarius prefers easy relationships, connections that flow naturally, conversations that spark with mutual understanding, people who match your energy and your enthusiasm. But the universe has a different curriculum in mind for you this year. The people who frustrate you, who confuse you, who push against your boundaries and test your patience. These are not obstacles on your spiritual path. They are the path itself. Every person who triggers a reaction in you is showing you something about yourself that you have not yet integrated. Every conflict, every misunderstanding, every moment of friction is an invitation to grow beyond your current limitations. This does not mean you should seek out difficult people or stay in toxic situations. It means that when difficulty arrives, and it will, you can choose to see it as a curriculum rather than a punishment. The question is not, why is this person making my life difficult? The question is, what is this person revealing about me that I have not been willing to see on my own? When you approach relationships with this level of spiritual maturity, everything changes. Conflicts become opportunities. Frustrations become revelations. And the people you once wished would disappear from your life become the very catalysts that push you into your next level of consciousness. This is not comfortable. Growth rarely is. But for Sagittarius, who has always valued truth above comfort, it is exactly the kind of challenge your spirit craves. Awareness 5. The fifth spiritual insight is that your body is not separate from your spirit. It is the instrument through which your spirit experiences this world. Sagittarius lives so much in the realm of ideas and philosophy that the physical body can sometimes feel like an afterthought. You get so caught up in where your mind wants to go that you forget to check in with where your body actually is. But this year, your spiritual growth is intimately connected to your physical awareness. Your body holds wisdom that your mind cannot access. It stores memories that your conscious self has forgotten. It sends signals that, if you learn to read them, will guide you more accurately than any horoscope or spiritual teacher ever could. When your chest tightens, it is telling you something. When your stomach knots, it is communicating. When your shoulders rise toward your ears without your permission, there is a message there. This year, learn the language of your body. Pay attention to where you hold tension, where you feel expansion, where energy flows freely, and where it gets stuck. These physical sensations are not random. They are your spirit speaking through the only vehicle it has in this physical world. Honor your body not because of how it looks, but because of what it knows. Feed it well, move it gently, let it rest when it asks for rest. And most importantly, listen to it. Because your body has been trying to tell you things for years, and this is the year you finally have the wisdom to hear what it is saying. Awareness 6. The sixth insight is that gratitude is not just an emotion. It is a frequency that attracts everything you have been asking for. Sagittarius knows about the power of positive thinking. You have read the books, heard the teachings, practiced the affirmations. But gratitude operates on a level deeper than positive thinking. It is not about convincing yourself that things are good when they are not. It is about recognizing with genuine sincerity the goodness that already exists in your life, even in the midst of difficulty. When you vibrate at the frequency of gratitude, you become magnetic. Not in a magical, mystical sense, but in a practical, observable way. People are drawn to those who appreciate what they have. Opportunities flow toward those who recognize and honor the opportunities they have already received. Life seems to conspire in favor of those who do not take their blessings for granted. This year, start each day by naming 3 things you are genuinely grateful for. Not things you think you should be grateful for, but things that actually make your heart expand when you think about them. They can be small. The warmth of your bed, the sound of birds in the morning, the fact that you woke up with another day ahead of you. The size does not matter. What matters is the sincerity. When gratitude becomes your default setting, your entire experience of life shifts. Problems do not disappear, but they shrink in proportion to the goodness that surrounds them. Challenges do not vanish, but they become manageable because you are approaching them from a place of abundance rather than scarcity. This is the frequency your spirit has been trying to tune into, and this is the year it finally locks in. Some people watch, others transform. If you want to be in the second group, the 21-day guide in the pinned comment gives you a clear step-by-step process aligned with your sign. This isn't about waiting, it's about moving. Awareness 7. The seventh spiritual insight is that you do not need to understand everything in order to trust the process. This is particularly difficult for Sagittarius, because understanding is what you live for. You want to know why things happen, how they connect, what the bigger picture looks like. You want to see the map before you take the journey. But this year, the universe is inviting you into a different kind of faith. A faith that does not require understanding. A faith that says, I do not know where this is going, but I trust that it is going somewhere good. This is not blind faith. It is earned faith. You have lived long enough to look back at your life and see that many of the things you once thought were disasters turned out to be redirections. Many of the doors that closed led you to doors that were far better than anything you could have planned. You have evidence, decades of evidence, that the universe has been working in your favor even when it did not feel that way. This year, lean on that evidence. When you find yourself in a situation that does not make sense, when the path ahead is unclear and the ground beneath your feet feels unstable, remind yourself of all the times things worked out. Not because you understood them, but because you kept going. Trust is not the absence of doubt. It is the decision to move forward despite the doubt. And for Sagittarius, that decision is the gateway to everything. Awareness 8. The eighth insight is that your purpose is not a single thing you are supposed to find. It is a way of being you are supposed to embody. Sagittarius has spent years, perhaps decades, searching for their purpose. You have tried different careers, different roles, different identities, always looking for the one thing that would make everything click into place. But purpose is not a destination. It is not a job title or a mission statement. It is the quality of presence you bring to whatever you are doing. When you are fully present, fully engaged, fully alive in a moment, you are living your purpose. Whether you are having a conversation with a friend, preparing a meal, walking through a park, or working on a project that sets your soul on fire, the purpose is in the presence, not in the activity itself. This year, stop searching for your purpose and start practicing it. Practice being fully where you are, fully who you are, in every moment you are given. That is enough. That has always been enough. The universe did not create you to fulfill a single mission. It created you to bring your unique quality of attention, your unique flavor of love, your unique perspective to every experience you encounter. That is your purpose, and you have been living it all along. You just did not recognize it because you were too busy looking for it somewhere else. Awareness 9. The ninth spiritual insight is that the love you did not receive in the past does not determine the love you are capable of receiving now. Sagittarius carries a hidden wound around love. Beneath your optimism and your adventurous spirit, there is a part of you that learned early on that love was conditional, that it could be withdrawn, that it came with terms and limitations that you could never quite meet. And that wound has shaped how you receive love ever since. You deflect compliments. You question sincerity. You keep one foot out the door in relationships because some part of you is always waiting for the other shoe to drop. This year, the universe is asking you to heal that wound. Not by revisiting the past, not by confronting the people who taught you those painful lessons, but by simply choosing, in this present moment, to receive love fully. When someone offers you kindness, let it land. When someone tells you they care, believe them. When the universe sends you evidence that you are loved, stop explaining it away and just feel it. This is not easy work for Sagittarius. You are more comfortable giving love than receiving it, more comfortable being the one who lifts others up than the one who is held. But this year, let yourself be held. Let yourself be loved without conditions, without performance, without earning it. Because the truth is, you never had to earn it. You deserved it all along. Awareness 10. The 10th and final spiritual insight is the most powerful of all. You are not running out of time. This is the fear that lives beneath so many of the other fears. The fear that you have not done enough, not become enough, not lived enough. The fear that the clock is ticking and you are falling behind. But the truth is, you are not running out of time, because time, as your spirit experiences it, is not linear. It does not move in one direction toward a finish line. Spirals, it circles, it returns. And every moment you are alive is a moment that contains infinite possibility. You are not at the end of anything. You are in the middle of everything. The experiences you have had, the wisdom you have gathered, the love you have given and received, none of it has expired. It is all alive inside you, forming the foundation for what comes next. And what comes next can be anything you choose. This year, release the urgency. Release the feeling that you should have been further along by now. Release the comparison to who you were, who you could have been, who others expect you to be. And simply be who you are, in this moment, with everything you have. Because who you are, in this moment, is extraordinary. Not because of what you have accomplished, but because of what you carry. A lifetime of seeking, of questioning, of growing, of becoming. That is the 10th insight. And it is the one that sets all the others free. These 10 insights are seeds. They will not all take root at the same time. Some will land immediately and begin to grow. Others will sit quietly in the soil of your spirit for weeks, maybe months, before they push through the surface. But every single one of them is alive. Every single one of them is working on your behalf, even when you cannot see the evidence yet. Trust the process. Trust your timing. Trust yourself. Because this year, Sagittarius, is not about finding all the answers. It is about becoming the kind of person who no longer needs them, because you have finally discovered that everything you have been searching for was already inside you, waiting for the moment you were ready to see it. You have two options after this video: close it and hope things shift, or decide that the next 21 days will be different. If you choose the second, the structured 21-day transformation aligned with your sign is waiting in the pinned comment. The energy is already moving, the only question is whether you are.